Good afternoon, Brian with Grand Roofing, giving you a quick update. It's facing this way. Sorry, Alex. Down there thinking he's being filmed, but no, it's screwing up my intro here. This will probably be the last video. Quick update, what we got going on. I'll explain here. So we got started, well, the video before this you're going to watch, or probably had already seen, was when I was doing the drone, measuring and quoting this. Nobody wanted to deal with it. Yes, it's a bit of a job. It's kind of complex and cut up. It is what it is. I'm not going to pass on work unless I got better paying work or swimming in work. Anyway, so he already had a little bit of metal ordered, but he didn't know where because he ordered it 2 months ago or so, back in November or something like that. So he thought he had all 3 front dormers ordered, ended up just being this one. So as the guys were unstacking it, getting it set up, and by the way, over the weekend we had a lot of freezing precipitation right before quoting this. So it was coated in snow, frost, ice, sleet, things like that. It was kind of a nasty mess. Homeowner put the salamander on, try to help heat it up inside and melt this off. We were working with harnesses, trying to be safe, doing what we can, as dangerous as it was. On the south slopes, the sun helped melt that off faster. North slopes, it took the end of the day. What I was doing here Monday on day one was measuring off of this gable, working this way, trying to figure out what material we need to order once I found out what he was missing. Turned out he's missing everything but this dormer right here. So 36 inches from the gable, this way, every panel. Measure down at those marks to see what lengths I need so we're not wasting frivolously, because some people will just measure it from here down to their lowest part, call it a day, order them all that way, waste a lot, or if they get the job, then they'll come back and remeasure, but we're short on time. So backing it down, measuring those numbers, comes up this ridge, doesn't tie in and close that off as its own section, so this facet is all tied in together. So I had to measure back down this one. It does stop here at this, so let's jump over. Down here on this edge, this gable is kind of the same way. This doesn't intersect and tie that off on its own. So I pulled measurements from that gable, this direction, every 36 inches. You can see the numbers here, and I'll explain kind of why. From that rib down, you need to hit your longest point. If you measure the 5th rib, so the 3 foot mark over, down, you're going to be short. So just keep in mind, you're measuring the farthest rib that way to get your long point, and every consecutive panel, that's the length you need to meet or be longer than. So we did that to here, and then it backs down and starts growing. But if you measure your first rib, you're going to be short. So once you get past this point, verify your length is going to cut each end. Then you got to jump to your far left side and make sure you're hitting the long point here. Sounds simple, but I've seen people screw that up. So you got to get your lengths here. That's basically what I was doing. 17 foot, 204 inches, whichever. This is panel 8. So if you come off that gable, it's the 8th panel. So I could keep track, keep notes, everything. Then it starts shrinking, coming back up this side. Did the same on the back, measure from the large gable, easy to get square. You could start right here and lock a few panels in, square it up and run it out, but it's kind of dumb. You don't know where your rib's gonna break on your gable cap. So that's why I like to start to square up off of there and work this direction. So you know your gable cap is gonna line up okay. You can also use the 3-4-5 rule. If you haven't seen it, look it up, it's pretty cool. But bring the full panels into the cuts, working our way this direction. So what we're trying to do right now is get this section finished up. That one's all done and that side's all done, because if there's going to be a leak, it's going to be these pockets here. So we're trying to get these done for the homeowner. It is new construction. Monday, the homeowner was here. He didn't even have, if you see the drone shot, the trusses weren't even up here. So he's bringing the trusses into the main part. Didn't have time to finish it. So the guys here my guys ended up finished the framing over. So from the last truss, we stick built into the deck here, and he didn't have enough paper, so I got to grab a roll out of my truck, finish drying that in. But it is starting to get drizzly out. We've got a snowstorm pushing in from the west here today. It's supposed to be here in the next couple hours. You can see it's not much, but that's all it takes right there to make metal slick. These sections are 7/12s. The main house is a 4/12, but it does not take much to make this dangerous. That's why we also have the harnesses up here if we need them. But honestly, if it continues to do this drizzle, we're gonna pack up. We're gonna go get lunch, see what it does. Got lunch downstairs, and see if this drizzle keeps up. If not, we're not gonna risk it. That's why I wanted to give you a quick update of what's going on. I probably don't even have time to get the drone up right now. It's starting to get gross. So we're just gonna shoot from the cell phone here, see if I can get a drone shot, but I do have to get to and from, get my daughter to school and stuff. I've also got other estimates, so I can't be here 24/7. I'll do what I can. Let me know what you want to see. Give it a quick thumbs up, like it, share, subscribe, whatever. Try to shoot more of this. And yeah, so I'm getting cold. It's getting slick. I'm going to head down. Until next time, be safe. We'll see you then.